Jokic, outlet pass to Murray. Slow down, boys. Difference between game and shot clock here is about 17 seconds. Denver can go 2 for 1. Jokic beat his man. Got it, and a foul as well on Frank Kaminsky III. And he'll get an and one.
Just a quick move. As soon as he catches the ball, he spins and goes. And you know, when you're used to maybe the ball being pounded a couple of times as a post player defending, you're not going to be ready for this. And Nikola Jokic spins, gets to the other side.
That's the same thing he did to James Wiseman when they played Golden State.
Yeah.
It's a big free throw. Got the roll, and the Nuggets lead it by 2. Timeout for Phoenix. And we'll be back to close this out for you in a moment on the Altitude Radio Network.
You've got Denver Nuggets basketball on the Altitude Radio Network.
Would you get on an airplane if you knew it had a 50% chance of crashing? You may be riding that plane right now. If you have your money in a 401k or IRA and you plan to take out the recommended percentage each year when you retire, your chance of running out of money is 50% in retirement.
In the first 40 days, and I'm feeling great. With guaranteed results, this is the last program you'll ever need. Take it from me, Revitalize is a slam dunk.
All school athletic team activities for up to 14 days. This follows positive tests for the new coronavirus strain within Michigan athletes.
.5 seconds remain. And Nader, who has not seen a lot of playing time this season, was out with a concussion, then came back a couple of games ago. Next free throw is good. Now another one would tie it, but if he'd have gotten that first one, he would have given them the lead. Now we'll wait and see what happens on this next free throw attempt. Waiting for the official to give the ball back to Nader. Again, the time remaining in this overtime, 14.5 seconds. Here's the free throw that could tie it. It is up. It is not good. Rebound comes down to Denver. They will hang on. They'll let the seconds tick away. The Suns better foul. And finally, we will get a foul. Looked like Kaminsky fouled Nikola Jokic. And free throws will come up now. Well, free throws are a huge part of this game. The Suns are down by 1, and Nader had an opportunity to put the Suns up by 1. He got one of the 3 free throws, and then the Suns have to foul with 8.9 seconds remaining. And Jokic will go to the free throw line where he's made 7 out of 10. He has 20 rebounds tonight, Tim. 21 points, 20 rebounds. And
Nikola Jokic doing it all for these Denver Nuggets.
No question about that. Now he's at the free throw line. First one's good. Makes it a 2-point game.
Oh, it's still a one-possession game. The Suns do have a timeout. If he makes his free throw or if he misses, the Suns can call in advance.
All right. Here's Jokic waiting for his next free throw. Here's the look. That one is good. And the Suns will take the timeout. So they have an opportunity. 8.9 seconds remaining. We're going to keep it right here. They'll have the ball in their front court, down by 3 points. They've looked at threes all night long, although they haven't been going of late. They're down to 31% from three-point land. They've made 15 out of 48. So we'll see what happens, Tim.
Sure will, Al. It's It's been a struggle all night. See if they can come up with one here, send it into double overtime.
Okay. Well, Coach Monty Williams, now's the opportunity for him to draw up a play, and that's exactly what he's doing. And to see if the Suns come up and hit a three-pointer, which would send it into another overtime period. The Suns already have lost DeAndre Ayton. He fouled out with 17 points and 13 rebounds. And they still have Paul with 17 points, 13 assists, and 9 boards. They have Cam Johnson, who's knocked down 3 three-pointers. Jay Crowder's hit 5 three-pointers. So they break the huddle and come out now. They'll have the ball at the front court. And they have 8.9 seconds to execute a shot. And Nader will inbound the basketball for the Suns. Nader waiting now as the Suns line up. They have Chris Paul. They have Bridges. They have Kaminsky. They have Crowder. And Nader waiting to get the ball from the official. Everybody seems to be set. And the ball's into the hands of Nader. He's looking now. He's waiting. Out it comes to Crowder. Out it comes to Chris Paul. Back to Kaminsky. Kaminsky waiting. Can't get loose. Here's Crowder for 3. Shazam! That ties the game with 7/10 of a second remaining.
Well, it wasn't pretty, but they finally got Jay Crowder the ball. And he knocks it down with 0.7 to go.
Jay Crowder hitting the three-pointer. And it looks like, unless there's a miracle left for this Denver Nuggets team.
Timeout.
Well, there's an official timeout, so now Denver isn't charged one because they're checking to see if it was a 3.
Okay, so they're going to have to review that last shot. So we're going to keep it right here. Well, the shot came over back and forth to Chris Paul, then a long bouncer to Kaminsky. He couldn't get loose. He was double teamed. That left Crowder open, and he was wide open from 3.
Yeah, he was definitely behind the line, so that's going to be a three-pointer.
Yes. So that will definitely tie the game at 106. And, of course, in this review, they're checking the time also. The clock shows 7/10 of a second remaining. And I guess you can get a shot off in 7/10 of a second, Tim.
Sure can.
They'll have the ball, of course, Denver will, in their front court. But that was Jay Crowder's 6th three-pointer. He now has 21 points on the night with 7 rebounds. And unless there's a miracle in the hands of one of these Denver ball players, and you never discount the fact, we'll see what happens. Otherwise, we're going to be going to another 5-minute overtime period here at the Suns Arena in downtown Phoenix. And now the players coming back from their respective coaches. Mike Malone of Denver, he's looking for a miracle. Monty Williams for the Suns, who just wants another crack at them in another overtime. So let's see. Jamal Murray will inbound the ball. We'll see if they lob it up in the air to see if Jokic can get it. That would be maybe their best opportunity, but we'll see. Waiting for Murray to get the ball from the referee and see what their strategy is. Here it is to Murray. He's waiting. He's waiting. Here's the lob, and they can't get it. They lobbed it underneath. Nobody could get it there. We're going to go to the second overtime. But now, wait a minute. Scott Foster,
the lead there's probably some time left on the clock. There's no call.
We're going to check to see if there should be time on the clock.
Yeah,
just checking to see if there's time still left.
Okay. We'll wait momentarily then before we officially send it into the second overtime. The lob, actually, the only one that even got a hand on it was Gary Harris, and he wouldn't have had time to shoot it, I don't think. I thought they might try the alley-oop for the big guy, Jokic, Nikola Jokic, but we'll see if there might be a 1/10 of a second or 2/10 of a second remaining, which they just would let play out before we would get to the second overtime here. And it looks like another late night here at the Suns Arena. And now the lead official here is Scott Foster, veteran NBA referee. And he's double checking on the time to see if there is any time remaining. Well, these two teams the last two nights have been involved in some unusual play, unusual games. Last night was overtime, and it appears definitely this one is going to be in a second overtime period. Still waiting to see what the replay center back in New Jersey is sending back here as far as any time remaining on the clock. I don't see how there could be.
If anything, there's just .1, which is kind of pointless because you can't get a shot. The Suns do not have timeouts, so they can't advance it. So it'd be a very, very difficult play. It would just be a tip from the full court pass.
Yeah, I don't see what's taking so long here.
I don't either.
Delaying things the way it is
for a tenth of a second
doesn't make much sense. And well, at least the players are getting to take a couple of deep breaths.
The ruling on the floor of Denver ball is confirmed, and the clock will be reset to .1.
They're going to put .1.
They're going to give it to Denver ball, though. That changes everything because now they can get a tip at the rim.
Well, look, I thought the ball went off Gary Harris.
Well, they're saying it went off Frank Kaminsky.
Okay. So Denver will get another opportunity at a miracle here. And they just about have to throw it up in the air, hoping that Jokic could get underneath for a tip. So we'll see. As I said, this has been a strange night for NBA basketball. We've seen a little bit of everything. Let's see where they're going to have to inbound the ball. They will at the baseline.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So they can
Michael Porter's there at the free throw line.
Right, and it looks like Jokic is ready to make a run for the ball and tip it in. There's the lob. There's the tip. Didn't get it. Okay. It is the end of the first overtime. Suns 106, Denver 106. We'll have the second 5-minute overtime coming up after these messages.
At USAA, we know the best way to serve our members is by building the best team. So we're looking for talented people like you to join us. From claims and finance to tech and beyond. But it's not just skill sets and impressive resumes we're looking for. It's the unique qualities that everyone at USAA shares and the passion to make a real difference for our members. Search USAAjobs.com and find out what we're made of.
USAA Equal Opportunity Employer.
Hey guys, Tim Kempton here, current Phoenix Suns broadcaster. I knew I needed to make a healthy change in my life, and with Revitalize's weight loss program, I did just that. I've lost 41 pounds in the first 40 days, and I'm feeling great. With guaranteed results, this is the last program you'll ever need. Take it from me, Revitalize is a slam dunk. Visit them at fatlosphoenix.com or call 480-435-3557 to learn more. Revitalize, proud nutrition partner of the Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix Suns basketball, 98.7 FM, Arizona's sports station.
Al, Tim, John, everybody's here. Walt going into the second overtime, and of course the Suns are really going to miss DeAndre Ayton here. He's fouled out of the game, and we'll see if Denver can take advantage of that by utilizing Jokic, their big guy, 23 points, 20 rebounds, as we go to the second overtime, tied at 106.
It will be tough. Shorthanded coming into the game. No Devin Booker. Now you have DeAndre Ayton sitting on the bench. And Mikal Bridges, who showed up late, he's got 5 fouls. Everybody else is pretty good. But they've been going to Jokic against Frank Kaminsky in their half-court offense. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, we'll have the center jump to start the second overtime period here at Suns Arena in downtown Phoenix. The Suns have Nader still in there, of course. They have Kaminsky, Jay Crowder, Chris Paul. And the center jump will be the Joker. That'll be Nikola Jokic, along with the Suns' Frank Kaminsky to start this second overtime period. Tied at 106 at the end of regulation. It was a 98-98 ball game. The officials are taking a little extra time. I guess they're about ready to get things underway. And throw it up between the two big guys here, and we'll be underway in the second overtime. 5-minute overtime period. Ready for the ball to be tossed. And it is up in the air, and the tip controlled by Denver. And it comes back to Monty Morris. Morris will bring it into the front court. Goes over to the right side. Gets it out to Jokic. They swing it back over to Morris again. Now to Jokic, posting up over on the side. Back to Morris. Take it right to the rim and get a layup. Little give-and-go play. Monty Morris with the layup. And Denver does the first scoring of the second overtime period. And they lead it by 2. Suns come back with Crowder over on the left side. Back to Paul. Paul handling the ball left of the lane. Back to Crowder. Three-pointer is short. And the rebound is grabbed by Gary Harris. And possession belongs to the Nuggets. Over it comes now to Jamal Murray. Murray back out to Jokic. Jokic hands it back to Murray. Murray to Jokic, just left of the lane. Wants to back down. Gets into the lane. Draws double team coverage. Gets it out to Morris. Three-pointer is Shazam for Morris.
You have to come in double team. And as we know, Jokic is a great passer. So now he just picks you apart.
Yep, I gave him a Shazam because he played at Iowa State. That's the only reason. 111-106. That's the score in this one. Denver doing the scoring in the second overtime. Here's Chris Paul. 15-footer on the way. Round and good. So Paul hits the hoop. And 111-108. Denver with the lead. And we're down to 3.5 minutes left in this overtime. Jokic out on top to Murray. Get it over on the right side. And Morris with it. Looking down low. We'll get a foul called on Kaminsky. He was trying to back up against Jokic. And the foul will go on Kaminsky of the Suns. He will pick up his 5th personal foul. And we're down to 3.5 minutes remaining in the second overtime. Monty Morris will inbound the ball. 14 seconds up on the shot clock, of course, following the foul. And it's inbounded out to Murray. Murray way out between the circles now. Starts to drive right side. Stops, looks, leans. Gets it back to Morris. Out it comes to Jokic. Turns, 15-footer good.
You could just see his confidence. Just no hesitation against Frank shooting over the top of him.
113-108 Denver in the second overtime. Chris Paul out front. Paul on the right side. Paul left of the key. Comes up. Jump shot from 17. Short. Not good. And Jokic with a rebound. And Denver starting to take control in this second overtime. Suns really missing DeAndre Ayton, who's fouled out. 113-108. Nuggets on top. Monty Morris inside the three-point arc. Gets the ball to Jokic. Jokic wants to back down on Kaminsky. He does. He turns. The little jump hook is good.
Yeah, he's going to touch it every time down in this overtime period.
Yeah, Suns will take a timeout. They're down 115-108. 2:39 left. Suns just don't have anybody to defend Nikola Jokic now. That's the problem. We'll take the timeout. Back after these messages.
Listen up, Suns fans. You can now play daily fantasy for free on FanDuel.com in the state of Arizona. Shoot your shot and enter FanDuel's 3-point challenge to win real cash prizes. It's free to play every night. Choose your players and earn points for each 3-pointer they make. If you've never played fantasy before, now is the perfect time to get in on the action. Just download the FanDuel app to get started or visit FanDuel.com, an official partner of the Phoenix Suns. Eligibility restrictions apply.
Hey guys, Tim Kempton here, current Phoenix Suns broadcaster. I knew I needed to make a healthy change in my life, and with Revitalize's weight loss program, I did just that. I've lost 41 pounds in the first 40 days, and I'm feeling great. With guaranteed results, this is the last program you'll ever need. Take it from me, Revitalize is a slam dunk. Visit them at fatlassphoenix.com or call 480-435-3557 to learn more. Revitalize, proud nutrition partner of the Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix Suns basketball, 98.7 FM, Arizona's sports station.
Certainly no surprise that Denver would take advantage of DeAndre Ayton being out, fouled out, because that means the big fella can really take charge, and Jokic can do that with the best. And he's helped build a 115-108 lead now. 27 points, 21 rebounds for the Joker, Nikola Jokic. And we have 2:39 left in the second overtime period. Suns come back after the timeout, and the ball is inbounded to Chris Paul. Paul over on the far side of the court, brings it up front now. He looks out on top, but still keeps possession. Comes right to the key. Now has used the dribble, gets it off to Mikal Bridges. Bridges picked up by Porter. Bridges out at three-point range. Now on the drive, is going to take it inside and score. Nice drive to the hoop by Mikal Bridges. But the Suns still down, 115-110. as we approach the 2-minute mark left here in the second overtime. Denver will just use some time here as Jamal Murray picks up the ball and drives it quickly into the front court now. Murray out between the circles now. Under 2 minutes left in the second overtime period. Murray at three-point range on the left side. Pass inside. This time Kaminsky gets the steal, but his momentum after getting the steal just carried him out of bounds.
Nice hustle there by Frank. Almost came up with the steal. Tough play just on the sideline.
So it'll go back to Denver, and Denver will have a dozen seconds remaining on the shot clock. We have 1:52 seconds remaining here in the second overtime. Gary Harris will inbound the basketball for the Nuggets and gets it into the big fella. Jokic right away. He says, give it to me. I'll back down Kaminsky. But he gets in the lane, gets it out to Porter for three. Not good. Rebound is tracked down by Bridges. Get it up to Chris Paul for the Suns. Paul on the drive in the lane. Throws it out on top. Bridges is there. Goes in for the hoop. Can't get the roll on the lay-in. Rebound comes down to Jokic. Jokic throws it ahead to Gary Harris. Harris will wait with 1:25 left in the second overtime. Excellent move by Mikal Bridges as he drove it to the rim. Just couldn't get the roll on the shot. Out front, Murray. Murray from 17 hits the jump shot. And that makes it a 117-110 ball game.
Yeah, that's tough. Tough to come back. You got 112 in the game. Have to start maybe fouling early to put them out of the position. Another turnover.
Yeah, Paul tries to throw it inside, but it's knocked down, and the steal belongs to Denver. And Monty Morris with it now. And this one really edging into the victory column for the Denver Nuggets in this second overtime period. Morris using some time, gets the ball to Jokic. Jokic cross-court pass is picked off. Getting the steal is Chris Paul. Paul out on top to Crowder for three. Yeah, no good. Rebound Bridges. He'll bring it out at three-point land. They swing it out on top. Ball jarred loose. Goes out of bounds. Suns will have it. Down to 30 seconds remaining in this second overtime. The ball was knocked out of bounds. And now Scott Foster wants to look at something, the lead official. And we'll have to wait again. He's going to the replay center.
Phoenix ball. We'll check replay.
Yeah, they're checking to see who knocked that ball out of bounds there on the sideline.
Well, the call on the floor is Phoenix ball. Don't these guys know that the restaurants close early in Phoenix? All right. Well, we'll wait as they go to the replay center in New Jersey. As they did last night in overtime, Denver was the aggressor, and they got the win in one overtime last night. Now we're in the second overtime here with only 30 seconds remaining, and it's a 117-110 lead for the Denver Nuggets. And Suns now back out on the floor. Again, the call on the floor was the Suns' possession, but we'll just have to wait and see what the replay center, the NBA replay center, is back in New Jersey, as many of you know.
Is confirmed. The game clock will be reset to 31.0.
Okay, 31.0 is the time remaining, and it'll be the Suns basketball with that time remaining in the second overtime, as I indicated. So the Suns will have it here in their front court. They have 8 seconds to get a shot. 8 seconds. And see who's going to inbound. Looks like Chris Paul is going to inbound the ball. He's waiting to get it from the referee. He has it. So Paul looking, waiting. Out on top is Crowder. Out to Kaminsky for three. No good. Rebound knocked down. Suns have it, but Bridges' pass is picked up by Jamal Murray. And now Murray brings it up, and Denver is going to get a victory here tonight in 2 overtimes. They get it out on top to the Joker. And now away from the ball, we've got to stop and play here. And the officials conferring. A foul has been called. And against the Suns, which will mean some free throws coming up here apparently for Denver. And Jay Crowder will pick up the Phoenix foul. No free throws. So it'll be inbounded by Monty Morris, but this one's history. And Denver with another victory in overtime. They inbound it to Jokic. He's going to be fouled. The reach-in foul is going to be on Chris Paul. So he'll pick up the foul, and that now will put the Suns over the limit in this overtime period, and will put Jokic at the free throw line. 27 points, 22 rebounds. And Suns have had to play these overtime periods without their starting center, DeAndre Ayton, who fouled out just at the end of regulation. And the first free throw here by Jokic is good. And this one is all over, but Denver chalking up a W, getting into the win column for the second night in a row in overtime. And definitely Jokic, a big factor. He gets both free throws. The Suns will inbound. They're going to take a timeout. This is, well, I guess they are. We'll take the timeout, and we'll take a 60-second break here before we close this one out. Be back in a minute.
Hey, Suns fans, make your day a slam dunk with Dan's Eyes and Dairy, a proud partner of the Phoenix Suns. Did you know that you can now order our signature glass-bottled milk and have it delivered right to your doorstep, just like the old days? Visit danseyesanddairy.com to order your great-tasting milk and juices today. Be sure to enter the promo code SUNS to receive a one-time 10% discount on your delivery.
Not all heroes wake up on time or wear shoes other than sandals, or remember where they put their keys. Not all heroes even know how to use their oven. But all heroes fight COVID-19. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and keep social distancing in public. That's how to protect your neighbors like a hero. To learn more ways you can be a hero to your neighbors, go to bannerhealth.com.
Phoenix Suns basketball, 98.7 FM, Arizona's sports station.
Well, not much to talk about. Quick timeout. So there's 13.9 seconds. That's what they put up time remaining in the second overtime. 119-110 Denver. Suns will inbound the ball in their front court. Chris Paul will do the honors of getting the ball in on the attack. Looks for Crowder. Can't get it to him. Out to Mikal Bridges. He gets it back to Chris Paul, who drives in underneath for a layup and scores it. Now the Suns will have to foul quickly with 8.9 seconds left. Long pass comes up, and they will foul Gary Harris. Took a while for the whistle to blow here. Now, wait a minute. They say, did he step out of bounds before he was fouled?
Well, they're saying initially the call was a jump ball. Now
is that Jay Crowder was out of bounds when he touched the ball.
Scott Foster is saying that Jay Crowder was out of bounds when he grabbed the ball. So got a whole bunch of different things going on.
And they go back to the replay. Well, folks, this is going to be one of those all-night basketball games that you've heard a lot about through the years. Every time somebody breathes on somebody, they go to the replay center. So the play is under review. And to see who was out of bounds, who wasn't out of bounds, who has possession, with, again, a 119-112 lead for Denver with 6.1 seconds remaining. So the Suns were double-teaming, trying to foul there.
The call's been confirmed. Crowder was out of bounds when he touched the ball. The game clock will be reset to 6.6.
So Jay Crowder was out of bounds when he grabbed the ball. The clock goes to 6.6, and it'll still be Denver ball.
That's what the replay center has passed along. Thank you, Tim. And so it'll be inbounded just in the front court of the Denver Nuggets. And it looks as if Jokic will inbound the basketball. And they have 6.6 seconds remaining. The Suns will try and foul as quickly as they can. And the ball comes into Gary Harris, and they grab and foul him. And Nader fouled him with 4.8 seconds remaining. And so we'll have some free throws coming up. And a chance to pad the lead here for the Denver Nuggets. So Gary Harris at the free throw line for Denver. He has not been at the charity stripe tonight. First one is up and good. Some changes for Denver now. Campazza is checking in. And how about that? The Joker's coming out. Jokic is coming out. 29 points, 22 rebounds, 6 assists. He said he's through for the night. Next free throw is not going to go. Kaminsky gets the rebound. Throw it up to Chris Paul. Get it over on the side. The game's over. And in 2 overtimes, not 1, 2 overtimes, Denver gets another win here in Phoenix. The final score, Denver 120, The Suns 112, back after these messages.
Hey, sports fans, you can score points with your MVP, Most Valuable Pet, when you sign up for PetSmart's Treats program. With Treats, you score points every time you buy food, treats, toys, and more. You can also score points with our championship grooming, training, Pets Hotel boarding, and doggy day camp. Redeem your Treats points for anything in stores and at PetSmart.com. Plus, you'll get exclusive deals and offers all year long. Download the free PetSmart mobile app to join today. Terms apply.